I put up a story on my Instagram earlier today saying it was like an Ask Me Anything, right? And I got a couple of interesting responses. Do you still buzz off training, or is it a part of work chores? It's no, I still enjoy it. I wouldn't. Would I do it if I didn't enjoy it? Yeah, I would. I'd still do it if I didn't enjoy it. But I do. The point being, I do still enjoy it. There have been times where I haven't. Right? There have been times where with jiu-jitsu and the gym, and I've just been like, oh, I'm done with this. But I've kept going anyway because, and I've spoken about this before, but like if you do only what you feel like doing, you're never gonna do what you should be doing, right? And there's a lesson there that carries over into like other aspects of life, I'm sure. But there have been plenty of times where I've not felt like training, plenty of times where I've not felt like doing jiu-jitsu, and I just do it anyway. And sooner or later, the spark, the passion, it comes back. There was actually one point with jiu-jitsu where I think I'd gotten my blue belt. I probably got my blue belt a bit too early, and I just, and I was still getting smashed, and I was ready to quit. I got kind of like done with the gym I was training at. Like it became quite tedious. Like I became bored of it, and I wasn't seeing any progress. And I was like, I'm going to quit. And then I could feel myself. I'd had a motorbike crash, and so I was like trying to recover from that as well because I broke my foot, my elbow, and I was like, oh, I think I'm done with this. And then I remember acknowledging that and being like, well, hang on a minute, I've put in so much work. I'm just feeling this way now. I need to persevere. And I have. So with training, it really has been a game of perseverance. There's something in that I'm sure there is something in that about business and entrepreneurship as well. Like the perseverance game. Like there have been so many times where I've doubted myself, wanted to quit. I don't know why, because I don't want to go get a normal job. I honestly, I don't think I could, right? I just don't think I'm capable of working a normal job. I think I'm unemployable. But there are times where the headaches, the struggle are too much, right? The problems are like, they feel insurmountable. I've had problems, and I've spoken about them on this channel before. I've had problems like, I've got more going out than I've got coming in. I've got debts to the tune of like tens and tens of thousands. And you got to figure out a way of solving this problem. And it's just, as inconvenient as it is, it's almost like there's no other choice. I also think like the entrepreneur thing is not for everyone as well. Like there are people out there like Daniel Priestley, and he is a big advocate of anyone can own their own business or like, do their own thing. And I totally understand his angle, but I also totally disagree, because personally, the hardest thing I've ever done. Thanks, mate. People are such dicks. The hardest thing I've ever done was become an entrepreneur. It is, without doubt, the most thankless, lonely, soul-destroying existence that someone could choose. And the only reason I do it is because it's like I don't have another choice. I don't have an option. I just have to do it. You just can't turn it off, right? It's just, I value carving my own path over everything else. So I don't think it's for everyone. It's fucking miserable at times. There are times, right? It can be amazing at times as well. There are times where you're flying high, you're making money, you're buying the cars, the watches, you're going on the holidays, people want to be around you, friends, family, girlfriends, and you're a magnet for all things because you're flying high and it's a positive. And then there are the other times, of which there are more, where you're struggling, you don't know how it's gonna play out, and it's nothing but problems, and it seems like there's no solution, and that's when people abandon you, right? And I know I've learned that lesson like very well myself. Like I have been, and this is not like violin. It's going to sound it, but it's not meant that way. But I have been abandoned by everyone. Like literally everyone. I mean, I've got friends, don't get me wrong. I've got mates I grew up with, and I've got mates who like newer friends. But family, girlfriends, you know, relationships, just I got none of them. My parents didn't want anything to do with me. My dad actually told me that he thinks I'm gonna fuck it up, like I fuck everything up, like, you know, like, no, just they didn't believe in me, basically. You know, girlfriends, I've had girlfriends who, you know, they just didn't get it. They just didn't get that I wanted to be more. I've had one girlfriend tell me that that she thought that I was like just a dreamer, basically, and that my whole life was just about visualizing, you know, the ultimate life, and that it's, you know, it's not reality, that I'm not like living in reality. And you know what? Like, I get it, right? Like, I do get it, because I get how that looks. But like this, I guess this is just the price of ambition, you know, and the cost of like never really being satisfied with what you have, which is a lot. I think a lot of entrepreneurs are that way inclined. So it's really tough, man. It's fucking lonely. You know, there's that saying, it's lonely at the top. Like, it fucking is. Like, it is. And then you, like, you know, you're faced with the reality that you might make it, you might make all your dreams come true, and there'll be no one there anyway. So you got to get good at being on your own if you want to be an entrepreneur. And most people are not good at being on their own. You will be abandoned by lots of people. People won't believe in you no matter how much they say they do or they think they do. When the rubber meets the road, they're nowhere to be seen, you know. C'est la vie. I had another one which was an interesting one. Feminism will save the planet because the birth rate is dropping. I mean, fucking hell, feminism. I mean, I assume that most of my viewers, the small group of viewers I've got, are blokes. And some of you may be single, some of you may not. You can't get angry about women and feminism. And I'll tell you why. Because women will always do what's right for them. Men and women are told two different messages, right? Men are told to do what's right, and women are told to do what's right for you. It is in their biological like makeup to protect themselves, and they will do that no matter what, right? That's why when things get tough, very few women will stick around, because they got to look after themselves, because, you know, like, that's just the way it is, and you can't hate them for it. You just have to accept it, right? And I've been through it a few times, and I've learned to accept female nature for what it is. It is myopic, right? Like, it's nice to have a girl in your corner or on your team, and you can, like, don't get me wrong, you can get those types of women, I'm sure. I've had women who were like very supportive, and I've had women who were like really cared about me, and, you know, really cared about what I was doing. But again, like I was saying about the entrepreneur thing, when it really comes down to it and things get really bad, they're halfway out the door, man. Like, and you can't hate them for it. You just have to accept it. So, you know, in those situations, I've always kind of been of the mind that, you know what, like, she left because she thinks there's a better option somewhere else. And if she thinks that there's a better option somewhere else, then that means that I wasn't providing that level of security that she felt she needed. And you just have to accept that, man. Like, you just have to accept it. Unfortunately, women by nature are very covert. They're not direct like us men. So you won't get a woman come to you and say, I'm worried about my future. You know, I don't think we're going to make it. And if you keep doing what you're doing, like, I'm going to want to leave. You know, they don't do that. Like, women don't communicate directly. They communicate covertly. So you got to watch what she's doing. One of my ex-relationships, things were like very tough at the time, and I was trying to build a business, and I didn't have a lot to show for it, and I was in a real struggle phase, which is normal for a man, right? I was in a real struggle phase, and the girl I was with at the time, I had a weird feeling in my gut, and I remember going home from work, and she was getting all dolled up, and she was going out to meet another man, and I was like, right, do you know what I mean? Like when the shit hits the fan, a woman will look elsewhere. So my advice to men would be to don't get angry about that. Just understand it. Just understand female nature. They have to protect themselves. There's no point in getting angry about it. It's beyond your control. Just accept it. And the only thing you can do about it is keep doing what you need to do. Keep doing what you know you need to do, right? And stop worrying about, like, trying to change your life to accommodate other people. Could I have offered my, like, past girlfriends, like, a more stable life? Yeah, I could have. But that's not what I want. Like, I want to be more, right? And the road I've chosen is a very rocky one, and that's not really suited to a woman. You know, I think Richard Cooper said, like, women don't care about the race; they just want to hang out at the finish line and pick the winner. And it's, you know, there's an element of truth in that. And again, I'm talking generally. Not all women, maybe not all women are like this, but I don't know. I've not met the opposite. That would be my advice to men. Stop expecting women to be anything other than a woman, right? There's been times where I've been, like, having, like, really great success, and it's been amazing, and everyone wants to be around, and it's been a party. And then there's been times where it's more of a struggle, and it's very difficult, and everyone leaves, everyone goes, and it's an inconvenient truth, but do you know what? I don't get upset about it anymore. I used to. I don't get upset about it anymore because I think I'm a bit older now. I think I'm a bit more emotionally mature. Like, I don't really feel emotional about these things anymore. I just accept what is beyond my control. Okay, I'm going to wrap the video up here. I hope you guys don't mind me ranting and raving about this sort of stuff, but you know what? It's just what's on my mind anyway. I did get another comment on the post I put up. Tats looking fucking awesome. I mean, thanks, man. At least I'm doing something right. So listen, anyway, if you like this video, make sure you drop a like. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I drop 2 videos every week. I'll see you in the next video, which is on Wednesday for Founders Field Notes. Okay, thanks guys. See you next time.